Hi there, my name is Dr. Ross Dyer-Smith. I'm the DXS Clinical Lead for Lambeth CCG. I'm also a practicing GP at Riverside Medical Centre in Vauxhall. This is a video for mainly healthcare professionals who are having to record educational and learning activity for appraisals and such like. So it's not really relevant to other practice staff, but it's a really useful function in DXS and pretty easy to use. So I'm just going to show you how that works. So if I just click on the DXS home button here just to open it up, you'll see this is the home screen in DXS. You can see that because it's selected here, and this is a summary of what's changed in the past week, but at the top is always your PDP log, which tells you your goal in hours and credits for your appraisal year and how much of it you've actually done. I currently have done very poorly and have an outstanding issue on here. I'll show you how you add to all of this within your log and how you add content to it. So the first thing we need to do is go into the actual PDP log, which is this button up here. So I'm just going to press that. The first thing you'll see is an invitation to set up your appraisal year with the number of hours or number of credits you need and the actual date that it starts. If you want to subsequently change that, it's just this button here, Setup. So looking through what your log has, it has a filter on the left, which you can just filter any entries and when they've been added. You've also got an option to what we call include pun and den links. So this is patient unmet need and doctor's educational need. If you click on that, what it will do is it will show basically anything, all the stuff that's linked to particular pun or dens. You'll see here it's linked to the pun or den phimosis, all this activity is linked to it. So I'm just going to take that off just for now, just to make it a bit neater. You'll also see down here, which is another summary, which is basically this up here. If you click on the pun or den, this will show you particular pun or dens that I've got. So this was basically me not able to give any alternative non-operative options to an adult with phimosis, and I was interested to find out if there are any new options nowadays for adults with the condition. I click on here, basically it will see the entries that are related to that particular pun or den. That's a document. This is a web link. I'll show you how to add those in a minute. So if I go on the document and go view, this was the document that I found within DXS, and I basically linked it to the pun or den, and I'll show you how I did that. You can obviously print or export the file if you want to. This one, if I click on it, is actually a link to the Royal College of Surgeons of England, which was a guide on foreskin conditions, and that link just opens it up directly. You can edit these entries. It's useful for me just to show you how that function works, just so you can see how I actually added it. So when I actually added this document, the title was put in automatically. I could link it to the pun or den, select the pun or den that I'd already made, put any reflections in if I wanted to, and put in number of hours, etc. and then saved it. If I show you an internet entry, you'll see there's a slight difference to this. You'll see that I've ticked internet here and then put in the web address there. Again, very similar page. And so that's how I added them. There's a couple of ways to add those kind of entries. So first of all, on the add section, you can either just click that to add a pun or den. You put what area it is, any dates, and whether it's a draft pun or den. You'll also see that it says this is a practice-wide plan. I'll show you on this one again. You'll see down the bottom of this particular one, I've put it as a practice-wide plan. What that means is this little thing here that stands out there is visible to everybody who uses DXS in the practice. If you don't want to share it with everyone, you just unclick that. The other way to add a pun or den is to click on this menu here. You can add it that way. But you can also add an individual entry and then link it to the particular pun or den. Obviously, it can include events that you've gone to or anything you've pasted off a clipboard. So what I'm going to show you is how, whilst you're working through your DXS as you go along, how you can add a pun or den when you're just working and consulting at that particular time. So I'm just going to close that down. So say, for instance, I'd gone into DXS and I'd been looking for, I just typed in phimosis because I wanted to find out about it. This is the document that I originally found. As you can see, this is the document that I showed you originally. And you'll see there's a button up there that says Add to PDP. So all I did when I read it is just edit it. That same screen you'll recognise. I was able to click that to link it, and you can even click it to say that that's completed the pun or den. And that's it, and then it goes, saves into your log. Obviously reflection is always very important because you get more credits for that. That's how easy it is to do that, and you can do that with any of the content within DXS. So I'm just going to go back into the log and just show you some of the other features that are on there. So obviously your credits change each time you complete stuff, and your little pie charts will change as well. Possibly the most useful of this is, a lot of you will be thinking, well, that's all very well, but I need to use the Clarity portal. How's that going to be useful? Well, you've got two options. You can either print everything, which I wouldn't recommend, or you can export it. And this is great because basically what it does is you export it to a PDF file. And that PDF file, as you know, you can attach to your Clarity portal. You can just put one entry in your Clarity portal that says my PDP log, please see attached. And then it's got a record of what you've done over that time period and how many credits you've achieved. So it's quite a quick way of doing it. I'm a particular fan of the quick, basically, links here that get you in, that link it into your PDP very, very quickly. The only other two options that I really need to show you is just obviously the delete option and the folder option, so you can structure things in folders if you wish. So that's basically the PDP in a nutshell. Hope you found that useful. And the other videos I'll show will just be on some smaller functions on DXS.